everybody! What is up? Happy New Year! 2022 is here. So far, it's been a really good year. I have got to do a lot of stitching, which makes me happy. So I hope you guys are doing good too. I don't know what it is when I start talking. I have got very thin veins in my face. I've got like part Cherokee Indian or something in me. Long story. But anyway, when I start talking, blood rushes and I start itching, and it's just from blood flow. So that's why I like scratching my face all the time. So I'm under the care of a dermatologist and all this stuff, so I'm not gross or nothing. Okay. Stitchy stuff. I have got so much stitching done this week and so much to show you. So if you like seeing stitchy progress, this is your video. I have got 2 items for haul. If you will remember, I said at the end of last year, it may have been my whip go. Yeah, no, not my whip go. My whip parade video, that I am not buying new patterns this year unless it is a treat for blacking out my whip go board. So, before I made that rule, however, I had asked my boys, would you rather me make you a quilt for your bed or for me to stitch you a stocking? And I asked them all separately, and it amazed me. They all 3 wanted for me to stitch them a stocking. So all 3 of them picked out their stocking, and I ordered it. It was right after Christmas, before I made the rule about not buying anything. But this was the stocking that my oldest picked out. Sorry for the glare. But yeah, that's what he picked out. So the other 2, these took forever to get here. The other 2 are supposed to be here, I think, Thursday or Friday. I'll show you them next video. But this is the stocking that my oldest wanted. And it is a dimensions kit, and I am going to use the floss. But I have learned whenever you use these kit flosses that you have got to use the thread magic. So that is the plan. So I don't know when I'm going to start this. I'll have to think about it. But they all wanted a stocking. So my second bit of haul is, for Christmas, my hubby got me, did I even share about that? No, I didn't. He got me this halo light. I'll have to remember to show it next video. You know what? I got it. I have got it right here. I've got it. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so let me show you the thing of this lamp, okay? This lamp is in this bag, this project bag, okay? And Miss Isabel, 89, I think is her handle on Instagram. We met her at a cross-stitch retreat in October of last year, and it folds flat like this. But when it stands up and it flips out, it has a lamp and it has a magnifier that you can use, okay? So it plugs in, and it has 3 settings for the dimness and brightness or whatever. The good thing about this lamp is it doesn't pull a lot of power, which means I can hook this thing to my halo bolt. If you don't know what it is, you can look it up on Amazon. It is a box about this big, and it holds a whole bunch of power in it. You can jumpstart your vehicles and stuff with it. But this bolt, you can plug in a lamp to it, and it will give you hours of power without having to have a long cord strode. So when we went to the last retreat we went to, big old long drop cords was an issue. So I bought me a bolt, and then my husband got me the lamp for Christmas. So I can literally, if we go camping or something, I can sit outside and plug this thing in and can see to stitch. So I'll have to bring my bolt another video. It's upstairs. But I say all that to say, I fell in love with stitching with this magnifier. I mean, it's a good magnifier. Especially on my higher count linens. So my grandmother had gave me some Christmas money, and I wanted to get the Light one that stands in the floor that has the lamp and the magnifier. So I went and got it. And they had it on sale, and it would let me use the additional 20% off coupon at Joann's. So this $140 op light with the magnifier was, I come out with for $83 for that big thing. So that's the only two things that I've got as far as haul. This was a Christmas present. This is totally worth the money. So that's all I got for haul. And since I've already got this open, because this was in this project, I will show you my progress. This is Have a Cup of Cheer. And I got some good progress done on this. I used some bits of towel that I cut because this linen was sliding underneath it. And so it keeps it really tight. And I utilized, I don't know if you can tell how I cut it, the seams keep it from slipping one way or the other. So that's progress on Have a Cup of Cheer. I had several hours on that one this week. So that's one stitching. I think I have literally got 15 projects that I stitched on this week. So that is one. The second one is The Last Supper. This is a kit, and I am using the kit floss. I got 200 stitches in. I'm really excited because I'm doing the parking method on this one. And so I got this square right here done and this square right here done. And I'm loving the parking method. This was so confetti heavy. I'm really pleased about the back though, look. Whoop, whoop. I started doing some of the back stitching, but yeah. So my goal is on every Sunday to do at least one 10 by 10 square. And so this Sunday I got 2 10 by 10 squares done. That's the first time I have worked on that piece since I started it back in April. So it has so much kit floss. So I got work on that one. My next one was one of my, you know what? I want to save them for in a minute. Hang on. The next one is, this was my Christmas Eve New Start. It is Winter by the Cricut Collection. It is on 18 count Aida that I hand dyed myself. Get it out of my bag here. And I've got some good progress on this one too. But there's where we are. It's straggly. Straggly. So, got a good ways on it. I love how this fabric turned out. So, got a good ways on that one. I'm sorry, but y'all know me. I can't stand to have a mess when I'm done, so I got to put my stuff back up as I go. Because if I have a hot mess, then it stresses me out, and then I won't want to do another show and tell. You're not supposed to be in the video. Look, he's jealous. This is my baby. This is Grizzy. And Grizzy is a hot mess. So, alright, get down. Okay. My next one is my Mirabilia piece, Royal Holiday. And this is what it'll look like. And I spent so many hours on this piece. And there's where she is. Like, all of this from here down was not done. None of this was done. So, I come a long way on it. I'm wanting to break this out and stitch on it some tonight, too. I have figured out in stitching with that Keranik thread, you just have to go slow with it. You just have to go slow. Okay, next is my, where did my Christmas Day start? Hang on, I gotta go to my notes. Got to go to my notes. Because I can't remember what my Christmas Day start was. Oh, yes, I do. I do. It was Christmas rules. Where is Christmas rules? Christmas rules, where are you? I'm telling y'all, I have so many over here. It's hard for me to remember. They're not, and I didn't bring it down here. Go over and look on my Instagram at Christmas Rules. I got the word Christmas done on it. So I started that one on Christmas Day. Then on... Can y'all please stop? Y'all don't ever want to play until I do a video. New Year's Eve, I participated in the New Year's Eve 12 New Starts Challenge that was hosted by PG Soap and Kia B Stitching, Quilting, something on Instagram. It went really good. I did start getting stressed the last 3 hours, but the rules were you started one new project every hour starting at 12 o'clock. So from 12 to 1, you worked on one. From 1 to 2, you worked on one, all the way to midnight. So my first start, this was for the 12 o'clock hour that I started, was Temperature Tree. Let me see if I got the picture. This is where I've got, hang on, I'll show you a picture. And, of course, this one is the one that you stitch to the leaf color based on the temperature in your town. So, it's going to look different than the photo here, but this is kind of what it would look like. So, it would kind of look like that. Kind of, sort of. But, yeah. So, what I started out doing was just stitching the leaf in the high temperature for the day. And then I seen that somebody else put a little white dot in the leaf if it snowed that day. So I'm going to do that. And then Wendy Thorpe is doing this with me. She started hers. And she is doing 2 or 3 squares of the leaf in the low temperature color. So I like that idea, but I didn't want to go back and rip out my leaves. So I thought, well, I'll back stitch in the low temperature color. But I don't think I like that. It's not as visible. I think I may do 1 square of the leaf with the low temperature. Just because it would be interesting to see. And what's amazing, it was 75 degrees on the first day of January. And the second day, it was in the 60s. And the lows was in the 50s. And then the third day, our high was what the low was this day. So, it has been crazy around here. So, yeah. So, that was the 12 o'clock hour project. That was a new start. Okay. God Bless America is a new start. This was for the 1 o'clock hour. This is a J-Lin kit on 14 count Aida, and I'm using the called for floss. And I'm trying to think which way it goes. Oh yeah, it goes like this. I didn't get a whole bunch done on it, but it was a new start. So I got that much done. All of these 12 new starts that I started were pieces that I had picked out to be a focus of 2022. So, yeah. Alright, my third one that I started, this was the 2 o'clock hour, is Patchwork de la Plage by Jardin Privé, whatever. It is a beach sampler, basically. Super cute pattern. This one was really fun to stitch. I did not have to think too hard about it. It's an extra piece of fabric. And I got a pretty good bit of the border done on it. So, super fun border. So, I got that done. Super excited. I have got new Fabric of the Month Club that I've joined this year. And I just paid for my fabric, so waiting on it to come. Excited! Okay, my next one is Valentine Village. This is in the January Just Cross Stitch magazine. Pull it out. I made working copies out of my magazine so that I could mark. So there's what it's going to look like. Okay, so Valentine Village. I'm doing this on 18 count Mystic Gray Ada from 123stitch.com. And I got that far on it. This is there's one more house on this side, and then the other one houses are this way for the village. This has been a super fun stitch. There is a lot of counting in it though. You know what? My battery wants to run dead. Okay, so that's Valentine Village. That was another new start. The Heart is Like a Garden. This was another new start for the New Year's Eve challenge. And I got one word on this one. Grows. There's where I got. It looks like worms upside down and backwards to me. Okay, then we've got Home Sweet Home Sampler. This is another one out of the Just Cross Stitch magazine. This one is a 12-month sampler, and it will be parts of it in the magazine each month. So that's what I've started on. I'm stitching this on a 32 count lamb's wool, and I got just some of the border up here done. So not a super long way on that, but it was rough trying to stitch constantly for 12 hours. Okay, then is Let Them Be Small by Lizzie Kate. There's that one. And I didn't get very much done on this one. This was the dinner hour. I did stitch some on it so that it would be a new start, but I didn't get very much at all on this one. So okay, next is Happy Camper. This was another one that carried over as I was doing some errands. So I didn't get a ton stitched on this one either. Here's what it's going to look like. And it came with a piece of white Ada, and I was going to do it on it, but I changed it, and I'm doing it instead on a piece of Ada that I dyed. But that's all I got stitched on it. Oh, no. Crease is killing me. So I didn't get much done, but it's a start. Okay, then I got Summer Sampler. This was in the World of Cross Stitch magazine in August 2021. And it is going to look like this. Oh. Super cute. So I got some of the elm done. This is on a 18 count Ada. Okay, then the next one was Autumn Rules. Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I got some of the letters for Pumpkin done. All of these will have focus for off my whipco board. So I don't plan on starting all these and not finishing them. Next is A Virtuous Woman. This is another Jaylin kit. It is done on 14 count white Ada. Sorry for the glare. And this is where I started getting burned out. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so done stitching for the day. So I did get some done, but very little. Some of the border. And then my final one that I started on that challenge was Be Ye Thankful by the Cricut Collection. This is being done on 14 count Yorkshire Grey Ada. I think it's, yeah, it's Ada. Come on, come on, come on, little picture. Yeah. So there's what it looks like. And this was the midnight hour. So we had company over on New Year's Eve. So the company had left and it was not dinner time. So I got a good bit done on it. So, holy cow. Let's count how many I stitched on this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I stitched on 16 whips this week. Yes. That is flipping awesome. And I don't know, I may try to do like 30 minutes on each of these 12, like one time a week. Because, I mean, I got so much stitching done because it was a challenge. I'm happy as long as I keep them moving. Like, I don't have to devote crazy amounts of times to be happy. But I am doing Whip Go this year. And the Whip Go numbers that were called was 2 and 19. So the projects that I'm working on is Winter by the Cricut Collection and Valentine Village and The Heart is Like a Garden. So box 19, I put 2 projects in it. But my Whip Go board goals are to work an hour on the project in the block for 10 days of the month. So I have already got 2 days on the Winter by the Cricut Collection. And, wait a minute, yeah, 2 days. And then I have got 1 day on the Valentine Village already. So, I'm not doing too bad. I am anxious to see how it's going to go. My final semester for my master's degree starts the 10th, January 10th. So, I am going to have to be devoting a lot more time to school. And this is not my undergrad. Undergrad, I didn't realize was easy. It was hard when I was going through it. But undergrad is so much easier than grad school. Because for grad, you're having to do all these projects for your specific degree that you have to come up with. So the majority of all of the classes have been, okay, this is the title of the project. These are your parameters. Now you have to figure out what project you're going to do. So this particular semester, I'm doing animation design, character design. So I'm going to be coming up with a lot of like animation characters, cartoon characters. That's going to take a lot of time. So I hope that my stitching ain't cut down too much. But I've got goals, so I think we'll be all right. As long as I don't stress myself out by saying I need to work on all of these, I think I'll be all right. But yeah, and I really don't have anything great for next week planned, except just to do these challenges that I've got going for myself each day to stitch the leaf on the temperature tree. And I've been trying to put in a stitch or two of the brown to fill in the tree. I have also been trying to do the 100 stitches on the Last Supper on Sundays. So, other than that, my Whip Go board, if I get anything above and beyond that done, I will be happy. Because I really want to. I know it's going to be hard, but anything worth doing is complicated. So, that is it. And I just want to remind everybody, if you're new here, thank you for stopping by. You're probably maybe gone by now. But if you're new, welcome. I hope you'll subscribe, like, comment, share me with your friends. And if you're coming back again, thank you so much for coming back this week. And I hope you will come back next week as well. I think that's all that I've got. The only thing I'm going to do is I might start working on these stockings. I don't know. I may not. I don't know. I might be ambitious this week. But I'm for sure it's going to die down once school starts. Because they've switched to a new program that I don't know. So, yep, that's it. All right, everybody. I will see you all later. I hope that you have a great first week of 2022, and I will see you back here next week. Bye.